Hello, YouTubers. This is Abdullah Rasheed, and this is an update on what's inside the self-charging battery on its own power. These are some of the materials that's used in the battery, and you can stop the video anytime you like and look at the different materials. But what I want to explain about the battery is that the battery has graphene and it has magnesium and copper. And magnesium and copper in a water solution with an electrolyte like either salt or sulfur, which in this case is sulfur, in this battery, it will make hydrogen. Hydrogen is that material, or is that gas that makes the graphene stay in a charged state. Now that's important in this battery because you have two means of making an electrical charge. The copper and magnesium is making an electric charge and making hydrogen, and the graphene is holding a charge that's being made, not dissipating if you just was making straight hydrogen. Now, as you make more of these cells, battery cells, you need to at some point release the hydrogen, or portion of the hydrogen should be able to escape, like in any known acid battery. It should be able to escape. Now, you don't want to deplete the complete battery, but if, let's say you had 12 volts of a 12 volt battery made up, and that battery is producing more hydrogen than you need to keep your cell charged up without losing power. And what you want to do is install a fan at that point. Now, installing a fan may require that you increase the amount of cells that you've made in order to maintain the same power and run that fan. Keep in mind, there's various ways that can be done. We can put a hole in each cell, but you need a tube that runs to the next cell. Say, if you ever seen a cigarette lighter, it has a little tube on it, a very small tube that lets the fuel inside of that lighter get to the wick so that you can make a light. Okay, well, you can use something like that or smaller, as long as it's a tube, and run from one to the other, and then to a fan that blows that off. Now, by the same token, you can put in, and I'll do some sketches later on as to how this battery probably is going to look if you do the sort of things that I'm talking about doing. And certainly, you know, if you ever work with hydrogen or making hydrogen from electricity, then you already know that if it has a spark, it can make an explosion. But the gas dissipated, just as you're charging a regular battery, you have to have plenty of ventilation. Well, in this case, you can have a small fan that dissipates, made onto the battery pack that you're making up, that dissipates the gas. Now, this battery also will require water. Now, in keeping this battery lubricated with water, you can install in the battery process, making it up, a plastic film. This plastic film, once wet, will cause a condensation, which means that you may not have to add water because of the condensation being made by the plastic being in a wet environment in the first place. If you ever seen plastic lay down on the ground, it's very dry, and then the ground is moist, and all of a sudden there's water up under that plastic. Well, that's the type of thing I'm talking about. Now, getting back to, and we'll talk about this more in more videos, and please ask questions. It also helped me to think when you ask questions, and I'll answer the questions on the videos. Now, in the ocean, you have an eel, and this eel is an electrical eel, and when it gets excited or threatened, it will give off an electrical charge. So it's in a magnesium environment. Its body has a high copper content, and when it is threatened in its environment, it gives off an electrical charge. So basically what you have is a eel cell battery. Eel cell battery. So in working with this battery, you're going to find or discover ways that you can do things different from what even I've done so far. And now this is a learning process. I'm still learning, but we have something that works, and we can continue to work and make it better. And there's always a way to make things better. Knowledge does make the difference. So you have to acquire knowledge, more and more knowledge. It all makes the difference. That's all that we are. That's all the universe is made of, is knowledge. We can't even have a universe until knowledge exists. Knowledge exists, and then it brings material things into existence. Now, let's work on this, perfect it, make it a viable source of energy, work on a small scale at first, and then once you understand the process of a small scale, then it's like human beings start out at 2 and look at countless men and women over the planet right now. So let's make this happen. We can be safe in doing this, and it's something that will work. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll be back in. Oh, by the way, these products that I have here that I made up for myself to do experiments with is also sold in small quantities on eBay. So patronize me, help me out with that. I don't make any contribution other than that. I don't need you to give me money for what we're doing here, but it would be nice if you support me through the products. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll certainly talk again. Bye.